All right, folks, welcome to Absolutely Outdoors. Chris and I are up in Chambers County today. We've probably picked the worst time of day we could do it. It's lunchtime to go coyote hunting. We're gonna try it anyway. I got a new toy on my AR-15, and my buddy Chuck Olson made this gun for me years ago. It's calibered in .223, and it's a gun I use coyote hunting. But I just bought a scope. It's not a scope. It's a Vism red dot, and it's a neat little rascal. It's got a solar panel on top, so when I cut it on in broad, I don't have to cut it on in broad daylight. Once that solar panel reaches the sun, my red dot automatically comes on, so it doesn't drain the batteries on my little sight. I've not tried shooting it at coyotes. I just sighted it in yesterday. And this will be the first time I've actually carried it hunting with this sight on it. But I think it's really going to be good. It's going to be interesting. I took a loophole off of it. But these sights are made to shoot when you've got animals that are running. And coyotes come in, they seldom ever stand around very still. So Chris and I are going to go back here and we're going to get up in a shooting house. And we're going to put out a caller with a floppy tail decoy, and we're going to see what happens. Y'all come on along. Bobcat and heat. Well, folks, it looked like me and Chris done made another dry run, but I wanted to try it. Normally up in the middle of the day when it's so hot, coyotes, bobcats, nothing else is out very much, but it was cloudy when we left Phoenix City this morning, and it wasn't that hot, so I thought they might still be out rambling around, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing down. Deers have got a bad name, and they are killing machines, and I hate for all the folks that's ever been killed with them by these crazy folks running around just shooting folks. But it's a perfect weapon for coyote hunting, any kind of varmint hunting, coyotes, bobcats, or whatever you want to do. It's very accurate. A lot of folks have 30-round clips. I prefer not a clip that big. After Chuck made me this gun, I went and bought me a 10-round clip, which is plenty of ammo for what I'm doing. And I'm shooting a Hornady VMAX 55 grain soft point bullet in it, which is deadly on coyotes and small game. It's just a very comfortable little gun to me. I just get amazed at it, the little features it's got on it, like flip up iron sights. And it's just something that you can easily convert. If I've got the red dot on, I can still flip up the iron sights and shoot through the red dot if I want to. But the red dot, like I told you, is solar powered. If you're out in the sun, it won't do it in here. So I have to cut the power on right here with that one switch. And you see the light comes on. When that light comes on, that red dot's on. And to cut it off, all you got to do, and I'm not doing an advertisement for these red dot sights, but this one I really do like. And it's perfect if you got animals, like I say, that are moving. Sometimes in a 3x9 scope, you're limited with such field of view. But with these, if you're hog hunting or whatever, you're shooting at something that's not going to be still for you, it's easy to get on them with these little guns. And I really appreciate old Chuck Oates for making that thing for me years ago. And my buddy Tom Fuller, I got this military type sling from him, and it's very comfortable to use too. So I'm proud of this. Now Chris and I are going to get out of this shooting house. This field is where we planning on doing some deer hunting this year, but I'm not sure what deer population we got up here around this field. I planted iron clay peas back a few weeks back, and they are up and they are over knee high, and deer dearly love iron clay peas. And everybody tells me, they said, don't worry about it if they're not hitting them right now, that when the natural stuff is kind of getting away, that they'll come in here and probably clean these things out overnight. So we're waiting to see. I got a camera down on a mineral block on the lower end of this little old field, and I don't think they've bothered it. But Chris and I are going to go down there, and we're going to pull a card out of it and see if we got any pictures of any deer. I'm going to shut this place back up so the rain and critters don't get in here. That we planted a few weeks back, they're up. They're not blooming yet. I guess they'll bloom and produce peas. But they say the deer, once they find them, will just mow them down. So I'm seriously beginning to get my doubts as to whether we got many deer on this property, but we'll see. We're not going to give up on it yet. It's gives us another place to hunt. And we got a mineral block out down here under a tree. Doesn't look like they bothered it either. These iron clay peas did real good. First time I ever planted them. If you keep watching all these hunting shows on TV, that's what everybody plants, iron clay peas. Let's cut this collar off down here. We'll get tired of hearing that in a little bit. This, I can't tell. There's something been pawing around this thing. But if they licking it, I really can't tell.
We go.
If I got photos on.
We about to take a look, see.
You video and going in the dark.
I sure am.
That's a good idea.
I want people to see how the...
This is what we put up with trying to get y'all a TV show.
They'll never fully appreciate it.
Breast strap too. That's some kind of varmint. That's what that is. Maybe an armadillo.
We do something out here.
Yeah.
All this high grass that's up.
All right, folks, another disappointing morning. Chris and I got up before 5 o'clock this morning, rode out to some land we've hunted before, but not this year, and man, it has grown up like crazy. The first two places we wanted to set up, grass was 6 foot tall, you couldn't see, so we had to do a third option, which was not a great option, but it was an option. So we on a buddy's land this morning. We come out and set up in a shooting house and looked down across a field, and we had already driven all over the property trying to find a place to hunt. Finally settled on that place, and we cut the Fox Pro on, and we tried every call known to man that was in that collar, and none of them seemed to work. There wasn't no coyotes or bobcats or fox close by this morning, so we fixing to head back into the Waffle House and get Chris some breakfast. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Thank y'all. God bless. Have a good week.